In the heart of West Africa, cradled by the Niger River, lives a people known for their resilience, enterprise, and spirit, the Igbo people of Nigeria. A people of the red earth and the open sky. Bold are the men whose hands carve paths through forest and stone. Wise are the women whose words root homes deeper than the Iroko tree. Both are guided by a sacred compass, not a religion, but in living truth, a sacred order, Odinani. Odinani is not bound by temples. It does not dwell in dogma. It breathes in the soil, the wind, the water, and shines through the sun. It is a map of the seen and unseen. It dance between earth and sky, the feminine and the masculine, the ancestral and the eternal now. Its foundation is Chukwu, the supreme source, infinite, primordial, divine. From Chukwu flows the Chi, the unique divine spark in every being, a personal fragment of the divine. Between Chi and Chukwu are forces, Habara, the divine beings and the ancestral gods, Allah, Mother Earth, the giver of law and life, Amadioha, the thunderer, force of justice, Ekwensu, the cunning challenger, the spark of conflict and change, Ogwugwu, the supreme feminine principle, the divine goddess of justice and fertility, Igwekala, the expanse of the sky, the bridge of the vast unknown, each with a purpose, each with a function. Together, they form the cosmic orchestra of Odinani. Odinani teaches that life is a balance between two sacred halves, the masculine and the feminine, not in competition, but in sacred partnership. The masculine principle is strength, clarity, forward motion. It is seen in the symbol of Ikenga, the honed ordnance of personal destiny, wielded by men to shape their world through action. It honors enterprise, protection, and authority. But without the feminine, Ikenga is fire without heart. The feminine principle is intuition, nurturing, unseen power. It manifests in Ogwugwu, the ancient goddess of mystery, justice, and fertility. Where Ikenga builds, Ogwugwu grounds. Where the man ventures out, the woman calls him home. In Odinani, they do not dominate each other. They complete one another. In everything, balance is found. In festival, in leadership, when harvest comes, the men gather for Iriji, the annual Yam festival, a celebration of strength, labor, and bounty. Yam, the king of crops, honored with masculine pride. But the women do not stand aside. They too give praise to the feminine essence through the Cocoyam festival. Gentle yet powerful, celebrating nourishment, continuity, the quiet strength that feeds generations. In leadership, this harmony is ritualized. Men of noble characters are initiated into the sacred Venozo society, keepers of truth, guardians of peace, and so too are the women uplifted. As Iyom, wise mothers of the land, vessels of tradition and dignity. Even in ancestors' reverence, this duality is remembered. When the Ndi cheer, male ancestors are invoked. The own mother, the ancestral daughters, the flame of feminine memory are equally called upon. This is Odinani, not a fixed belief, but a way of seeing, a way of being, a way of remembering who we truly are. But what happens when the dance is broken? When the masculine walks alone? When the feminine voice is silenced? When men chase power and forget wisdom? When women are diminished and the intuition is scattered? Chaos emerges. The earth cracks. Fertility wanes. Greed becomes small. And even the gods go silent. The people toil without harvest. Children forget the names of their ancestors. Men raise monuments but lose their homes. The rivers dry and the spirits turn away. For when one principle swallows the other, the cosmic balance breaks, and with it the harmony thrives. But all is not lost. In times of disarray, the people turn to the deeper. the Isia, the Hina, the bridge between the spirit and flesh. The Dibia reads the footprints of the gods in Kola North, speaks to the ancestors through Afa. They remind us, the problem is not the gods, but our forgetting of the sacred law of balance. They call for restoration of the feminine principle in governance, of the masculine principle in service, of women in councils, not just kitchen, of men who protect, not dominate, of children raised with chi consciousness. They teach us again the language of the trees, the medicine in the moon, the law of reciprocity. They guide the people back into alignment with nature, with each other, with themselves. Odinani is not a past to preserve, it is a living science, a spiritual technology coded in proverb, ritual and rhythm. It teaches self-awareness that to know one's shape is to know one's path, that harmony with Allah is the key to survival, that justice is not man-made, but divinely woven. It is not found in books, but in the way a child greets an elder, in the way kola nut is broken and cheered, in the silence before the masquerade speaks. It is not imposed, but inherited, a song sung in the blood, a mark traced in the soul. We are born into a dance, one foot in the physical, one in the spiritual. Our every step guided by chi, our every breath measured by nature's rhythm.
Odinani is the guide, a compass of harmony, a promise between earth and sky, a truth older than time. To live is to remember the sacred truth, to honor both the sun and the moon, to build with Ikenga and nurture with Ogwugwu, to walk not ahead of one another, but with each other, with nature, with spirit, in balance, forever, Odinani.